Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own...
Their own 21-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Going right side, Mixon with it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the pocket. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. They have gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Right back to Pacheco. And they take him down right along the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays, too.
First and 10 now from the 30. It's Pacheco again. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he's stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Pistol now for Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running back sent in motion. Before the play clock can expire, we've got a timeout called by Andy Reid. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go. It's Mahomes. He connects downfield on 4. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal. Pacheco will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Back to Pacheco here on second. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Up and good from Blankenship. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Reed now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
A handoff for Mixon, running right. We're working a couple of yards past the line. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32. It is Cup, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 3 on that game. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans driving. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, here's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 27. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little shorter than 35. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. On the move, past the 40. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Running back sent in motion left. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked up by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
He beams one, deep right side. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
This one finds Kelsey. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1. They've got a man in motion. He's back to throw. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Here's 2nd and 11. Chased out to his right. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
To the air, Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This play goes for 36. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. He'll get this one to Brown. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
They run once more with Piron. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Touchdown, Kansas City! He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Texans 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Again, this is Mixon. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Stroud from the pistol. Flush down. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go with Piron here. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Chiefs only up by a few. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Has it down close. And he starts down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Piron has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Setting up to pass. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game.
17, Texans 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, Stroud. That pass caught by Tate Dell. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Piron. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Final timeout called by the Texans. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Piron. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Shotgun handoff to Piron. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. This is going to be a 46-yarder. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be, but even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.